So guys, the Club World Cup is here, and this might be the most controversial tournament of all time. On one side, a lot of people love this tournament. You got the international fans that for the first time, they might be seeing their hometown team against the big club, and for them, that's great. For a lot of fans of the big teams and the Western fans, they might hate this tournament and say it's a waste of time. We all know the European teams are going to win. That's what they're going to be saying, and I'm excited for this tournament overall. I think we're going to see surprises in this tournament. I don't think everything is going to be as straightforward as it seems to be. I think we'll see surprises in this tournament. There's a lot of money to play for, and for a lot of these smaller teams and teams that are international, for them, the hunger might be a lot more. For a team like Botafogo, for example, the hunger might be 10 times more to a team like PSG and Atletico Madrid. These are my opinions. I think we're going to see surprises, but let me just get to my prediction, and we're going to look back at this by the end of the tournament and see how many I was right on and how wrong I was. So subscribe to see the reaction of that. But what team do you guys think will be the most surprising team? What team will win the tournament? And who will be the best player? I want to see you guys' comments and your predictions on the tournament. Let's get to my predictions, and let's go to Group A, which has Palmeiras, Porto, Al Ahly, and Inter Miami. Let's go from first to fourth. And first place, to be honest, I got Porto. I think Porto started to pick up form by the end of the season, and they were a lot more of a competent team. Porto overall has some very nice young talent. You got Samu, you got Mora, who's the 18-year-old in Portugal coming up. He looks like a fantastic striker. He kind of looks like João Felix as well, so we'll see what happens to him. I think he'll be a name in the future to look out for big clubs. But I got Porto first. I just think they have the most quality out of all these teams. But I think overall this group is actually very close, and I got a second place, the surprise. A lot of people might put Palmeiras, and Palmeiras are a very good side. But I just have that feeling that Al Ahly will be second place. I don't know why. It's that little feeling that I have that I think they will fight a lot this tournament. I think they will try to prove to most fans internationally that they are the best team in Africa, and there's no questions about it. I mean, just look at the accolades. Insane. 45 Egyptian Cups or whatever championship. They've won the Egyptian League 45 times. That's insane. 12-time Champions League winners. These guys, the amount of achievements they have is just ridiculous. So they for sure, I mean, will come into this tournament feeling confident and feeling cocky that they will do something. I mean, if you look on the side here, they've been a participant of the Club World Cup, the past version, so many times. So they have experience in these type of tournaments and going up against these teams. I got them second. I just have that feeling, sneaky feeling that they'll do something. And guys, Al Ahly is taking this tournament so seriously. I mean, the signings they've made, if you guys don't know, these two signings, Mahmoud Trezeguet, who, if you guys know from Aston Villa, from his time in Trabzon perhaps, but this guy is a good footballer. He's a very solid footballer, and he's going back to where he started, which is Al Ahly. That's his first club. And another sign that's super underrated and one of the best players in Egypt is Zizou. They went ahead and signed him from Zamalek, which is, I mean, it's interesting. For free transfer it's kind of crazy because he is one of the best players in Egypt, as I said. Their defense is super solid as well. You got Mohamed El Shanawi, who was Egypt's goalie a few years ago in the World Cup. Atiallah, who was probably one of Morocco's best players in the World Cup as well, had a great campaign. He's here as well. Ashraf Dari, another great contribute to the World Cup campaign for Morocco. Those two guys are pretty solid in the back. As I said, man, I think Al Ahly has it to finish second in this group. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I just have a feeling that Al Ahly will do a lot of damage in this tournament, at least in this group, because I think they can beat Inter Miami in that first game easily. I think they could do that, and if they win that game, then anything can happen after that. So I think that game will give them confidence to make a huge run and win another game perhaps, or draw, and they'll be through. In third place, I got Palmeiras. These guys are on a roll in the Copa Libertadores. I mean, look at these wins. They've won every single game so far, and they're looking to add another Copa Libertadores trophy to their resume. But when you look in the league, they've lost 2 games in a row to another team that's in the Club World Cup in Flamengo. We all know who we're gonna look out for, and that's Estevao. I mean, this guy is generational, I would say. The skill he has on him, incredible, and a lot of people will be on the lookout for Estevao. Another guy is Richard Reyes, one of the best midfielders in Brazil. Victor Roque is another guy who just joined, but so far he just has not been good there. I mean, when I look at this team, they have everything to finish second. Honestly, they have everything to finish second, even make a run for first. But I just have that gut feeling, and this is all prediction based. I have this gut feeling that Al Ahly will be second, and I can't explain that. I'm sorry to all the Palmeiras fans watching. It's gonna be very close. It's gonna be very close, that's for sure. And I want to see them do good. I honestly want to see Palmeiras do good, but this is just how I have it. And I have Inter Miami fourth, which these guys, bro, these guys don't even deserve to be in this tournament. To be honest, they are the least deserving team to be in this tournament. They gave them a free pass. Why? Because it's Leo Messi. That's why. That's the only reason they got a free pass in this tournament, and I got them fourth because these guys, are not good at all. They're not good at all. They've slowly picked it up in the league, but overall this season, a lot of the players that were old in age look even worse this season. I mean, guys like Busquets and Suarez, they can barely run. They can barely run anymore. They still have that talent. You can see the technique, that touch. They still have it, but overall they can't run anymore. They just can't run anymore. And against these teams that are young, also hungry, I just don't see how they're gonna do anything. In Group B, it's PSG, Atletico Madrid, Botafogo, and Seattle Sounders. In first, I got PSG. What a great UCL campaign they had. I think in a lot of people's mind, they think PSG will slow down this tournament. They won't be as hungry, but I think they want to make history. They want to make history happen. They already won everything that needs to be won this season. They want to win another trophy, and I think they'll be very hungry. Dembele missing the group stages is a huge blow, but overall the talent they have, Doué, Barcola, Cavara, you got Gonzalo Ramos on the bench. There's so much talent that it could cover Dembele when it comes to these group stages. Obviously, you would want Dembele back in the knockouts, but for these group stages, come on. Like Botafogo, respect to them, but this season in Brazilian League, they haven't been the best. And Seattle Sounders, not a bad team, but overall, I feel like they're gonna get crushed in this group. So yeah, I got PSG first, and second place, I got Atletico Madrid. They just re-signed Griezmann to a new contract. Julian Alvarez and Sorloth, these guys have been on fire this season, and I just think they have more quality than Botafogo and Seattle, so I got them second. Botafogo will be an interesting team to look out for. I mean, they have Alex Telles, they have Allen. The new signing Joaquin Correa, it'll be interesting to see how he does in the Brazilian League. He just hasn't been great for Inter, but he has talent, so we just have to see. Thiago Almada. So they have some nice young talent here and there, but overall, against these two European teams, bro, I just can't see it. So I got them third, and Seattle Sounders, I got them fourth. I'm just hoping for their sake they don't get crushed, because these teams, I think against Botafogo, it could be a real fight, but the other two, it's going to be scary. Group C, we got Bayern Munich, Auckland City, Boca Juniors, and Benfica. I got Bayern Munich straight away at first. Compared to the other European teams, I don't think Bayern Munich's team is as exciting because they just haven't added anything so far. I mean, for sure after the tournament, they will add some new transfers, but the only transfer they have is Jonathan Tah, which, bro, if you saw the Nations League, this guy cannot run. He's still a very good center back, but it doesn't really excite me too much to watch him. But overall, they still have a very strong squad. They got Harry Kane. Leo Sané is going to stay for the tournament. It's Thomas Muller's last run. You got Olise, who has been incredible this season for Bayern Munich, and they also won the Bundesliga the first year under Vincent Kompany. In a group like this, they will comfortably finish first. I have no doubts. In second place, I got Benfica, and Benfica lost out the league with just 2 points to Sporting, so they were this close to winning the league. And overall, Benfica this season, I thought they had an alright season. Obviously, they didn't win the Portuguese league, but Benfica's team is exciting. You got guys like Pavlidis, who this season, in the second half especially, has been on a burner. He just can't stop scoring. Kerim Aktuglu is also an exciting player to watch, and also Karius, who is the left back that Real Madrid are looking to sign. It'll be interesting to watch him, especially as a Real Madrid fan. But I got Benfica second. I just think they have a lot more talent than Boca Juniors and obviously Auckland City. And I felt they had a decent Champions League campaign as well, for what it's worth. So I got Benfica coming second. And in third place, I got Boca Juniors. And fourth, I got Auckland City. Boca Juniors led by their captain, Edison Cavani. I just don't think this Boca Juniors team is out of this world. It'll be very exciting to watch this historic team come up against teams like Bayern Munich, Benfica. It'll be interesting matchup wise, but overall, when it comes to talent, when it comes to their team, I think out of all the South American teams, I think Boca Juniors are one of the worst. So no disrespect to them, but they're not the same team they were a few years ago. And Auckland City, I'm just hoping they don't get crushed, man. I'm just hoping they don't get crushed, because I feel like a 10-0 against Bayern's loading. These guys are all amateurs, by the way. They're all amateurs, so they all have day jobs. They had to take a non-pay holiday just to come here, so it'll be very interesting to see them. But yeah, I'm just hoping they don't get destroyed too badly. Group D is Flamengo, Esperance, Chelsea, and LAFC. Straight away, I got Chelsea coming first. I think the Conference League was a very important experience for Chelsea, especially that final where Cole Palmer stepped up massively. And honestly, I have a feeling this tournament he will do the same. They have new signing Liam Delap coming through, so it's going to be interesting to watch him in this tournament with Cole Palmer and how he's going to gel. That's another reason why this tournament is so exciting. When it comes to new transfers, we always see them in friendlies, but now this is a competitive place to see the new transfers, and that's kind of a nice twist to what we usually see. Andrew Santos is basically a new transfer to Chelsea as well, and he's coming back. I'm hoping he has a nice Club World Cup so he can start in the Premier League. I'm excited to see how Andrew Santos does for Chelsea. In second place, I got Flamengo. This Flamengo team under Felipe Luis, which is crazy to say, he's the coach of this team, just have a lot of experience. They bring in Jorginho as well, experienced head, and already you got Alexandro Danilo, you got Pedro up top. This team is quite exciting. They have a lot of exciting players, and they're first in the Brazilian League, so I expect them to have a nice Club World Cup. In third place, I got LAFC, and in fourth place, I got Esperance. Now, it's no shot to Esperance, but I think there's no way all American teams, all MLS teams will finish fourth, right? There's no way. One of these teams will finish third or second. There's no way all of them will end up being fourth, especially the fact that it's in US. Like, they have the fan base, they have the home sport. There's no way they all will end up fourth. So I'm gonna give some credit to LAFC, who came through a hard path beating America. I got them third. They have some talent. They have Olivier Giroud up top. I liked how they beat America as well. They showed a lot of grit to come back and win that. So I don't mind this team too much. I think they can do something here. Fourth, Esperance. Again, I just don't think all MLS teams will come fourth. There's no way. So in this case, I had to sacrifice Esperance and have them fourth. And they're the most historic team in Tunisia. They have a great striker too in Yusuf Bellali. But again, this matchup between LAFC and Esperance will be very interesting to see who comes up on top. But yeah, this is how I have it overall. Group E consists of River Plate, the Red Diamonds, Monterrey, and Inter Milan. This is the shocker that I have. River Plate will finish first. I think a lot of people have this as a group of surprises. I see a lot of people have Inter third. I'm not going to distract them. I got Inter second. I just think Inter, coming off that horrible UCL final, will have a lack of confidence and also new coaching. I don't know. I think it's just too much. It's just too much, and I see them finishing second, to be honest. River Plate have overall a very solid team and one of the most hyped up youngsters in the world in Mastatunu, the 17-year-old who's gonna come to Real Madrid. I'm super excited to watch him in this tournament and see how he fares. But yeah, this is how I have it. And in third place, I got Monterrey. This is another team that I actually really want badly to go through, especially because they have Ramos, Ocampos. They have a lot of Sevilla-based players there. I would honestly love for them to go through, but this is how I see the group going. Obviously, Inter could be first as well. All of these things that I might be saying is just BS. Inter might be first, but I just think they'll have a lack of confidence coming in, and the coaches with new ideas. It's hard. It's hard for all that to gel and for them to get back on the same track straight away. So this is how I have the group. And Oro Red Diamonds, sorry guys, but apparently these guys in Japan have been horrible. They're a historic Japanese team, but just like Man United in England, but they're just not the same anymore. So if that's the case in Japan, well, in this tournament, they won't do anything. Group F is Fluminense, Borussia Dortmund, Ulsan, and Sundowns. First, I got Borussia Dortmund. Maybe if this was a few months ago, I would have had another team first, but Borussia Dortmund have really got on track, especially under Niko Kovac. I really didn't think he's going to be the one to get them on track and for them to have this big of a bounce back, but they did. And it's all thanks to him. He's made that defense a lot better, and they got Champions League as well. So Niko Kovac has done great, and it's going to be also exciting to watch Joe Bellingham to see how he does. But yeah, I think Dortmund just overall oozes quality and has a lot more quality than all of these teams. Second place is a toss-up between, honestly, Fluminense and Sundowns. Honestly, I want to look like a genius, so I got Sundowns coming in second place. I think they have a nice play style as well. Watching some videos on YouTube, they have two Brazilians up top. Sundowns are not a bad team. The way they play attacking football is kind of nice, so I can see them shocking one of these teams and winning and getting second place. Fluminense, they're not the same team they were a few years ago when they won the Copa Libertadores. They're just not the same team. They don't have the same coach. So this team is a bit different, and so far in the Brazilian League, they're not doing horrible. They're sixth, but I mean, I see them getting a spot, maybe second, but I'm just going for the pick that a lot of people might not go for, and that's Sundowns. I got them second. Ulsan, I got them fourth. Sometimes Korean teams are unbelievable, so you never know. These guys could surprise you. I'm not gonna lie, but I just don't see it, to be honest. I just don't see it. Group G, we got Man City, Casablanca, Al Ain, and Juventus. I honestly wish Casablanca and Al Ain or maybe in different groups, but this group is just way too hard for them. It's just way too hard. I got Man City coming first, and I want to put Casablanca or Al Ain in second, but I don't know, man. I just don't see it really. I just don't really see it. These European teams just have a bit more quality. And actually, not just a bit more, a lot more quality than these Asian teams or African teams. They just have a lot more quality, and in this case, I think Juventus will have a bit too much quality for Al Ain and Casablanca. And third place, I got Al Ain. A year ago, the run they made in the AFC Champions League was super impressive. Super impressive. They have great talent. They have Rahimi, who's going to be very interesting to watch. I think he could make a move to Europe soon. And in fourth place, I got Wydad Casablanca. They just made a huge signing in Omar El Soma, who has been killing it in the Saudi League. But to be completely honest, they just haven't been the best this season. It's the same with Al Ain. They haven't been good as well. But I think Casablanca just have been a bit worse. And in this tournament, I don't see them coming, near the top or even third. I don't know, but hopefully they prove me wrong. Group H is probably my favorite group, honestly. Maybe because Real Madrid's in here, but yeah, I got Real Madrid first. The club right now is in a very positive state. Xabi Alonso coming in. You got Trent and Dean Huijsen making their debuts. I'm really excited to see how this all plays out. And Real Madrid need this trophy badly in order to save their season. For sure. They need this trophy badly. Even if they win this trophy, I wouldn't say save their season, but it kind of makes it a bit better. In second place, they got Al Hilal. You could basically say this is a European team. I mean, they've been snagging up European European players left, right, and center. They overall have an incredible squad. You got a midfield of Ruben Neves and Savage. You got Mitrovic up top. You got Malcolm. You got El Dostari, who is the best player in Asia in my opinion. The defense, you got Koulibaly. You got Bono. I'm sure I'm missing a lot more players. Al Hilal is stacked. They are stacked, and I think they'll beat Pachuca and Salzburg. I got Pachuca in third and Salzburg in fourth. Pachuca has one of the best academies in Mexico, but I don't know, man. I think Al Hilal and Real Madrid are just gonna be too much for Pachuca and Salzburg, who Salzburg are just, I don't know how they got here, to be honest. I don't know how they got here. I know it's because of coefficients and you could only have 2 teams per nation, but come on, bro. How did they get here? How are Salzburg here and Liverpool aren't here? It doesn't really make sense, but this is the ranking FIFA 1-4, and hey, congrats Salzburg, but they're going to go home quick, just like how they did in the Champions League. So now it's time for my favorite part, and it's the knockout, and let's go right to it. And the first matchup is Porto versus Atletico Madrid. These are all by gut feeling, to be honest. It's only one game, so you already know it's going to be tense, and a lot of surprises can happen. That's why I like this tournament. The first game I got Atletico Madrid. Simeone knows how to play in these tournaments. He knows how to play one game knockouts. He knows pretty well how to hold a lead, so in this case I got them beating Porto. The second matchup, Bayern Munich versus Flamengo. I got Bayern Munich. Just too much talent in comparison to Flamengo. I would like to see a surprise happen, but when you look on face value, it's just hard. It's just hard to see one coming, and it's hard for me to predict that Flamengo is going to be Bayern Munich. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got Bayern Munich. This matchup will be very interesting. Sundowns versus River Plate. I got River Plate. I just think River Plate will be the best South American team, and also overall the best non-European team in this tournament. I think that's a bold prediction maybe, but that's what I got. Next one, Man City versus Al Hilal. This is going to be a very fun matchup, but I got Man City. I think Man City this tournament will try to rectify their season, and they will go all out for this tournament. That's for sure. So I got the Man City beating Al Hilal. The next one's PSG versus Al Ahly. This is another very exciting matchup. It'll be pretty interesting if Inter Miami comes second, and then you got PSG versus Inter Miami. Messi versus old team. It'll be pretty interesting, but I don't see Inter Miami doing anything in this tournament though. But this matchup, it's obvious PSG. Like PSG, for sure they're gonna win this, man. They're for sure going to win this. Chelsea versus Benfica. Chelsea will get this one. Dortmund versus Inter. I got Dortmund. Again, Dortmund are just on better form, and a lot of these times, form is more important. Form is just a lot more important than what you've done on a whole season. And Dortmund's form coming into this tournament is just a lot better. So I got Dortmund. And Real Madrid versus Juventus. Real Madrid are just in a better place. New coach. Xabi Alonso coming in. Trent again coming in. You got Mbappe, Vinny. Those guys will be hungry to win a new tournament. Modric, this will be his last tournament. I got Real Madrid. I don't think I need to explain that too much. The first quarterfinal matchup, Atletico Madrid versus Bayern Munich. This is hard. Again, this is so hard. You guys have to remember, these are only one game knockouts, so it's not 2 legs. Sometimes, honestly, the more talented team sometimes loses. Just because it's 1 leg, and even the World Cup, sometimes you see surprises. So I honestly expect surprises in this tournament, but it's kind of hard to go for. It's just hard to go for because if it doesn't happen, you'll look like an idiot. In this case, I got Atletico Madrid going through though, because again, Simeone, I feel like knows how to manage a game like this, a 1-leg game. He was pretty close to knocking out Real Madrid as well in the Champions League. So yeah, I got Atletico Madrid beating Bayern Munich. Second semifinal is River Plate versus Man City. I got Man City. Hey, River Plate, this is a nice run. This is a nice run, but I just think Man City has more quality. It's point blank simple. You know, that's they just have more quality. PSG versus Chelsea. This might be a surprise to a lot of people. I got Chelsea. I just got Chelsea. I don't know. I think PSG will run into some fatigue. Chelsea are the more healthy team. I think they'll have a lot more hunger as well. This is probably their biggest tournament in ages. Probably since the last time they played it in the Champions League. You got new faces, Cole Palmer, Nico Jackson. First time they're experiencing a tournament like this. I think they'll be hungry, and I think they'll go to semifinals. Dortmund versus Real Madrid. I got Real Madrid, obviously. Lately, Real Madrid have been beating Dortmund every single time. Vinicius, when he sees Ryerson, it's just like, it's like food, bro. It's like he's seeing some barbecue chicken. You know, it's easy for him. So I got Real Madrid going through. The semifinals will be Atletico Madrid versus Man City and Chelsea versus Real Madrid. The first semifinal, I got Man City going to final. I got Man City going to final, man. It's going to be interesting. I got Man City going to final. I don't know. These 3 signings, I think will do a lot for them, but it could also be bad. Because maybe chemistry-wise, we don't know if they're all going to link up so nicely straight away. It might take a long time. Just looking at the squad they had from last season, they ended the season with very good form. And I can't see why they can't bring that form into this tournament. And especially with the new signings, they could help a lot. So I got Man City going to the final, man. This might be too predictable, and they're going to be matched up against Real Madrid in the final. Real Madrid will be Chelsea. And in the final, it's going to be Man City versus Real Madrid, with Real Madrid winning. Might be biased. It might be biased, but hear me out. Real Madrid need to save their season. This is the only way for Real Madrid to save their season. One of the worst seasons in Real Madrid history. Florentino Perez is clearly badly wanting this trophy. He wants Real Madrid's name in the history books when it comes to this tournament as the first ever winners. There's a reason why he was so hungry to go after players straight away as the season ended, in Trent and Dean Huijsen. He wanted to get Masatuno for this tournament as well, but River Plate didn't allow it, which is obviously, it makes a lot of sense. But Florentino was hungry. Florentino was hungry to make a lot of signings done, and there's a reason for it. This Club World Cup is so important to him, not just because of the value, because of the money. The money is a lot, and Real Madrid might need that money to invest in other things and new signings. I got Real Madrid to win this. And that type of reasoning, it could apply to any team. Let's be honest. They need money. All these teams need money, but guys, it's just a gut feeling. I think Real Madrid will win this tournament, and they're always a team that put their names in the history books, and this will be the case again. I got Real Madrid. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Who will be the best player? Who will be the most surprising team? For me, I think Sundowns and River Plate will be the surprise of the tournament. I think we'll see a lot of players make a name for themselves in this tournament, especially from the smaller international teams. But let me know your predictions in the comments below. What do you guys think I did wrong? Who do you guys have as your semifinals and winners? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe as always for daily content and more Club World Cup content. As always, hope you guys had a good day, and peace out.